Now, the next wealth creation vehicle is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Let's see if I can spell it right. There we are. So what is entrepreneurship? Well, this is where you create a product or a service with the goal of generating profits. Okay. So what's the pros and what's the cons of this? So the pros of getting into entrepreneurship is that you have the potential for very high returns, okay, both in the short term and the long term. So your potential for high returns is fantastic. Another pro is that you can get some incredibly high personal fulfillment as well, because you can focus on a business that you genuinely want to be doing. Another pro is that you have control over your work, right? If it's your business, then you have the ability to control when you work and how you work. Those are the pros. What are the cons? Let's look at the cons of entrepreneurship. And this is something that I personally have dedicated a lot of my life to doing. So the first con is that it is very high risk. Despite what all the Instagram videos, all the YouTube videos tell you, it's exceptionally high risk. Statistically, most businesses that start fail, which leads me to the next one. It has a very high failure rate. Now, everyone thinks they are the exception to the rule, but statistics don't lie. Most people fail. Now, another con, and this is a very real con when it comes to entrepreneurship, and we've kind of been misled, as people have within the trading industry. They've been misled as to what the reality of what trading is actually like. It's the same with entrepreneurship. People see people that are running businesses and they're just basically on the beach drinking pina coladas and riding in their Lamborghinis all day. The actual reality of running a business on a day-to-day is that it is very high stress and it does consume a lot of your time. And I'm yet to meet an entrepreneur that hasn't faced this. So any entrepreneur that is building any kind of serious business is always going to be under high stress, and they're going to be spending a lot of time doing it. So this is the reality of entrepreneurship. Okay. So what are your average returns for this? Well, it's much like investing into an individual stock. It's actually very difficult to say what average returns are because they vary wildly. It depends on what industry you're starting a business in, and it depends on what type of business you're going to be getting into as well.